Yo, hey, what's up, guys? Like I promised the last time, if you get me to 100 likes, I will hook up Mother Cybell's A2. Wait, is it an A2? No, A3, and make a comp about it. I did one. I was able to do a 3-man. You can do a 4-man comp or 5-man comp too, but it's getting a little bit too complicated. So I decided to just go 3-man, or if you want to, 2-man. And Mother Cybell she's incredibly good in Sand Devil because her A2, it's too much to read out. But the conditions are always that Mother Cybell has more HP than the others, so she will always get increased speed and what was it? Increased speed, a turn meter boost by 40% on the target, and she will get block damage for 1 turn. And that makes her really good because she can take more hits. She has block damage also. She makes it really easy, but it's getting a little bit complicated. I will start up the run and show you what I mean. I took an Armiga and a Septimus. Both are max HP hitters. That comp right here is for both DPSs that are based on a 4-turn cooldown. So they have skills on a 4-turn cooldown. If you want a 5-turn cooldown, you have to go 20 speed more on a DPS. If you want to go 6 turn, then you have to go 40 more speed on your DPS. And right now, I'm gonna wait next turn. I'm gonna make a little breakdown so you guys know what's actually happening. If you want a 3-turn cooldown DPS, it's even easier to build them because I will show you later when I do a 2-man team because it's better to show it off. So, do your big attack. So, let's come to the breakdown. Of course, you do your revive on death. And the first time you get up, everybody has the same HP. And also, Mother Cybell needs to be on the last spot in your comp, because she's gonna heal your team when she's on the last spot. When she's on the first spot, so you wanna use her speed lead, that's not gonna happen because then she's only gonna heal herself. You have to read the pet. Wait, where is it? Ah, my mic is in the way. So if you are on the last spot in your comp, you will give everybody a 20% heal. If you are on the first spot, you will just gain 20% on her. So, and right away, she will use her A2 on the leader, because everybody has the same HP. Then the leader goes. Then he goes. And they did the max HP hit while the boss is sleeping. And each of those DPSs have just 1 turn while the boss is sleeping. But that's good in a case, in some cases not, but it's fitting perfectly for me. And Mother Cybell, when she does solo runs, and yes, she can do solo the whole dungeon. I have another video of that, just check it out. In that video I showed you she needs brimstone, but when she has a 6-star brimstone, it's not gonna work. But in this comp right here, it's gonna fit perfectly because she's gonna take 1 hit while the boss has his 2nd sleep counter. So the brimstone actually does damage all the time. If you have a 6-star on that comp here, it will hit brimstone every time and it will hit trigger every time. So we take a turn, and she does have decreased speed on her A1. It is possible that the boss is gonna get hit by a decreased speed. It happened a couple times for me. It never failed. It was exactly the same. So yeah. Right now those DPSs are on a 4-turn cooldown. And right here, the boss is about to do a big hit again. We just have her A2 ready. That also means we have decreased defense. Means we don't have to be as tanky as usually in other comps because you have decreased defense. So, and after that one, she's gonna actually now target Septimus because her A2 goes to Septimus and he gets the increased speed. And she gets the block damage, so she does not take any damage right here. She has continuous heal right now, so she is actually not that hard to build. It's more about the speeds and you're good. And we're gonna go. He does his A2, A1. And that's basically how it goes. Now we're just waiting for the next rotation. He's gonna put the block revive on again, and yeah, that's just how it is. And this comp can be so much better if you just go 2-man, because you can actually make your DPS die right here. Just sometimes I made Armiger a little bit squishy and Septimus a little bit squishy too, so I can actually show you what I mean. It's maybe not gonna happen, I'm gonna show you in a 2-man run. But if they die, wait, give me a sec, right. So, they're gonna die right here, the boss is gonna attack and your DPS is gonna die. That makes your DPS go on a 3-turn cooldown. So, if you have like a walking Tomb Dragon or something, you can actually build him less tanky. But because what's gonna happen now, I'm gonna attack, we're gonna imagine that Armiger is gonna die. Now he would die, then stood up because of the revive on that, and he lost all his turn meter. So he's just losing 1 turn, but Mother Cybell comes in and heals him. So he actually can be, he doesn't have to be so tanky, because right now he has so much HP, he just needs to take 2 turns of the A1 of the boss. So it's not actually that hard to survive that one. Okay, I think that's done with the little breakdown. It's gonna take a little longer because I was talking so much, but I'm gonna let the run to the end, and then I will show you a 2-man comp with Mother Cybell, because she is awesome. First, I wanted to show you a Septimus team, just her and Septimus, just a 2-man team, but I decided to go with Ninja because, yeah, just make it a little bit quicker and show you like the power it can have and stuff like that. The only thing is with Ninja, you cannot control the A2 as good as on a Godseeker Aniri team, so it will just go off every second rotation, but it's still like 4 or 5 minute team. And I told you, like, when your DPS is gonna die on the A2, then you can control it to a 3-turn cooldown. It's not really true, I just tested a little bit and I saw when your DPS... Wait, he died. What the hell is happening? I'm on the wrong stage. No. Of course, we have to hit 24. Yes, again, no cut here because it's just a mistake I do and waste my energy. So on every second rotation you will hit those burns. Right now you hit the one, then you have to go a whole rotation and another one, so he will put his burn again on when the boss is sleeping. And I showed you the 3-man team because you can fit in another champion in here like you saw before, and you don't have to use a DPS. You can also use a healer. That means you can probably skip completely regen gear. Right now I'm running with regen gear on both of them. It's kind of necessary in every team, but if you fit a healer in here which covers the max HP and has a 4-turn cooldown, a 4-turn cooldown or a 5-turn cooldown or a 6-turn cooldown, all of those can be used. You just need to be quicker on your DPS and your healer. But I'm gonna show you the speeds on the end, of course. And right now the DPS is on a 4-turn and Mother Cybell is on a 6-turn per rotation. And if you want to go higher, you just need to go 20 or 30 more speed on your DPS or healer and you're good to go. So this comp right here has many options. You can use 2 HP burners, you can use poison explosion, you can use ninja, you can use drang, you can use anything. You can skip region gear. You just need the right setup. I'm not an expert right now of the whole thing. Like, I don't know anything. Like, how much speed do you need? For example, right now I'm on 280 speed on my Mother Cybell. If you can skip those region gear, it's much easier to get there. But maybe you can go to 272, so -8 on Cybell, and you just put those 8 more speeds on your DPS or your healer or whatever. I think you get the point. This one is about a 4 to 5 minute run. It's great. And yes, you have still the increase, I said decrease in the first part, the increased defense on your DPS and your healer or whatever. It makes it much easier to build them, and the speeds are so low, it's kind of incredible, because my ninja right now is on 130 speed. So you can just make it much easier to get the accuracy, to get the HP, the defense. I would recommend to focus more on defense, because you get increased defense, so it makes it much tankier without more effort, because you push those defensive stats. So in total, it's not that hard to set up. You have many options. You can the whole bank. The only thing you have to notice is you cannot break the shield of like the 5-turn counter on the boss. If you do so, it will totally fall out of rotation and everything will fall apart. So just don't do it. Use another healer without using a hit. Just count hits. Just don't take one too much. With ninja, you cannot use anyone else with a hit. Just use a healer who does not take a hit. Or Dracomorph, decrease defense and weaken, but he does not actually hit. One of those will fit perfectly in here. If you put a Septimus in there, you have more hits to go with. So Mother Cybell is actually awesome here, because you have so many options. And if you are tanky enough, you can use Mother Cybell in this comp right here, totally unbooked. Nothing is booked. You just have to go a little bit more speed on your DPS, and you will use the A3 one time when the whole team got wiped. And how crazy is that? You don't even have to book her. The negative is you cannot use her speed lead. That's just how it is. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the stats. So about the stats, right now I have a region gear on every character of them. But like I said, if you put a healer in there who just covers that part, you are good to go. And of course you just need region gear, but you need to have the mastery, is it that one? Increase the amount of healing and the value of shield buffs the champion receives by 5%. If you have that mastery and region gear plus Mother Cybell's 20% heal on every time when the whole team is dying, then you're good to go. But like I said, you can maybe totally skip that one if you just put a healer in there. And of course you want to build her tanky. I think I'm a little bit like too much. That's like a Godseeker Aniri team build. And like I said, 280 speed. You don't want accuracy at all. The decreased defense, decreased speed when she lands it, sometimes it does not matter. But yeah, you want to be tanky and 280 speed. Maybe you can go a little lower and just put those speeds you lost on her on the DPS, and you should be good too. And of course, we have ninja with almost the right amount on accuracy, but I was just testing around. I didn't take too much care. I was more about the speeds. If you go 130, it's exactly the spot. When you go to 129, you're too slow. When you're 130, it's okay, and I think you can go up to 150. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Just please don't be mad if it's not right. And of course you want to build him kind of tanky. He's not that crazy tanky. You can just see that's not really much. And yeah, the speeds of those characters matter too, because if you just go for a 3-man team and want to fit someone in there, just go with those speeds. For Amiga it was 162 and he was on the leader spot. And not Amiga, Septimus. Wait, that's Septimus. Yes, 162. If you go speed 188 plus, you are on a 5-turn cooldown. And if you, I never tested it, but I'm guessing if you go like 210 to 220, you are on a 6-turn cooldown. And my Amiga, of course you want to build them tanky, region gear, mastery, that one I told you, it's important, you need it. And my Amiga was 187 at 78, and it was a 4-turn cooldown too, so yeah, like I said, 188 and 220 is a 5-turn and a 6-turn. And yeah, I think you saw everything you needed. Of course, a Brimstone is really nice on a Mother Cybell, but you don't need it in those comps. It just makes it a little bit quicker. Yeah, that was all, and I hope maybe you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, you know. And yeah, have a nice day.